What's up, everybody? It's your boy Alex Malecki here. I'm back with a new wave of motivational videos. Right now, I'm putting this one out not necessarily to motivate anyone, but just to get people inspired or feeling like a little more uplifted or a little more positive about doing stuff with their own lives. I'm pumped up. I'm jacked. I got all sorts of high energy levels because I just finished school, finally graduated, got my degree in counseling. Uh, Took me 5 years, went to three different schools. I didn't start out as counseling, but that's not the point. I finished as that. I realized I want to help people. I want to be there for people, help people get through obstacles in their own lives. And maybe I can show them some things that they're unfamiliar with, some things that I've experienced, and help them overcome issues in their own lives and certain challenges like that. So I'm taking these videos a little bit more seriously than I did in the last couple because I feel like this is where I want to be in the future. I want to motivational speak. I want to inspire people. My goal in life is to inspire, to educate, to motivate, to get people doing the stuff that they want to do and start pursuing and executing their dreams. That's the most important thing. So, uh, which brings me to my story. This happened to me the other day. I was over at the gym and I was over by the dumbbells and I ran into this guy that I was familiar with. I didn't know him on a personal level, but I known him because he's been going to that gym like for several years, and I've been going to that same gym for several years, and I recognize him. Just someone you see and you come across and you say hi to every once in a while. And I was sweating like a dog when I saw him, and I said to him, "Man, it's hot outside and it's hot in here. Like I can't stop sweating." It was embarrassing. I was leaking. I was barely even going too hard at the moment, but I was just pouring sweat. And right after that, he got a little bit close to me, and this guy came up to me, starts talking to me about my family, asking me how my sister's been, how my family's been, how I'm doing, what I'm up to speed with. I told him about work this summer and uh, told him all the things like that I'm involved in right now and where I'm going to be in the future, counseling at Penn State this summer for people who are blind and visually impaired, and told him how I'm working in the warehouse right now. And it was very funny. He walked right up to me, got a little bit closer, and he said, "Let me tell you this much." He grabbed my shirt. He said, "When you want something, he's like, you sweat for it. When you want to live for something, when you want to create a future for yourself, you sweat for it. You work for it. You invest every moment you have in working for it." And I got pumped up. I was super excited to hear what this man was talking about. I mean, like he's sitting there like talking about work and encouraging me, and I'm like, I'm getting excited, not because he's saying something new to me like I didn't know I had to work hard in the first place or something like that. I'm getting excited because I 100% agree with him. I'm on his level. I'm the one sweating. He's the one pointing this out to me, and he starts talking about work, and I'm like, I couldn't agree with you more. Like it was crazy. He said, right when I was thinking about it, when you want something for your future, you sweat for it. So that brings me to my very first point, which is avoid complacency. Like, work hard for the things you want to do in your life. Like, spend each waking moment cherishing it, working hard, stay driven, but like earn money. Like, there's no sense living paycheck to paycheck because you're not going to be able to do the things you want to do. Like, you want to go out to dinner and have a nice meal on a Saturday with your friends or your family. You want to be able to do that stuff. You don't want to get your check on Friday night and spend it at the bar, or spend it out doing some stuff that you're not really in your mind or your conscience is telling you shouldn't be doing this. That's just wasting your own time. You know that's not a part of your moral code, so you don't want to get distracted on stuff like that. And avoid complacency means don't just be, like when your tires are stuck in the mud, keep your foot on the gas pedal. You don't want to sit there and be like, oh, this is like all I've got and this is all I deserve, so this is where I'm going to be in life. Like I don't see myself being any different 5 or 10 years down the road, so like why start trying anything different now? No way. Like, avoid complacency. Um, we started talking about we continued talking about work, and we were talking about people who was working in his bagel shop, people who were like coming in there and working for only a couple hours and just like not really getting it done, going through the motions. People are just looking for like, $50 a week, or like, maybe $100, enough to like let them float by and just like float by and like do like whatever it is that they think they need to be doing in that week. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of crazy, which brought me to point number two, is The problem with today's generation is a lot of people have everything given to them. No one's really truly taught how to earn money and how to, like create a life for themselves. They're more focused on just being able to have fun or enjoy the good time. Let me tell you very much, if you work hard and you keep making money and you save, you're going to be able to do the things that you want to do down the road. You're going to be able to get an apartment for yourself and live on your own and be independent and go out and enjoy yourself and travel and go to amusement parks, like go to the beach, go wherever you want to go and see what you want to see. Like, you want to be the person that you want to be. You don't want to be the person who you say, oh, I can't get there, so I'm just going to like stay this person. It's the other problem with today's generation. Step number 2 is instant gratification. People are immediately expecting the results to come right away. They don't realize that the work has to come for years. Like, you have to be driven, you have to be motivated all the freaking time. You have to be like, like, I want this, I'm gonna go out and get it and do whatever it freaking takes to go get it. You can't just be like, oh, well, I didn't really make enough this week, so I'm just gonna, like, go out, have fun, and enjoy it like right now. But like, you want to really, like, what you want to do is you want to be able to say to yourself, like, yeah, sure, I'm not where I'm at right now, but 3 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, I'm gonna get there. People are a little bit narrow-minded in today's generation. I'm not talking about everyone, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about the few. Some people in my generation are just like, they're looking in short term. Like, they're not seeing what they can have over the long scheme of things. They're just looking at, like, right now, like, I have enough to do this and whatever, like, I'm just gonna do that, and like, maybe one day, like, God will come down and serve me success on a silver platter. That's not how it happens. You create your own success. Like, when you start working hard, you see what you can do. You manifest this certain strength that allows you to keep going and keep wanting more and stay driven. So that's very important. The other thing we talked about is our problem with the expression "same shit, different day." That's one of my, and I'm guilty for saying it too. Same shit, different day. People ask you how you're doing, you say same shit, different day. Like, really, like, that's, if you're saying that to me, like, we're already done. The conversation has ended there, and we're not going any further. You know why? Because you're thinking with a pessimistic mindset, negative attitude, negative approach towards things. And where I'm going in life, I don't have time for negative people or negative thoughts. As soon as I hear a negative thought or I tell myself a negative thought, I replace that with 5 positive thoughts, 5 things I like about myself, and 5 things I'm going to do for myself, because it takes 5 positive thoughts to counteract a negative thought. It's not the same shit, different day. Every day is different. Be grateful, appreciate everything. Appreciate what you have. You wake up, you have your eyes, you can see, you can hear, you can smell, you have the ability to taste things, you have the ability to feel things, and maybe you don't have some of those things. I've been working at the Lackawanna Blind Association over in Scranton, Pennsylvania for about 3 years now, and I'm continuing to do counseling and work with people who are blind and visually impaired over at Penn State University, and those people are the most grateful people in the world. And you want to know why I truly believe that is? Because when you wake up in the morning and your day starts with the challenge of not being able to see the clothes you put on or not know how to serve yourself breakfast in the morning, then every little petty, little, troubling thing doesn't seem to be that bad anymore. They laugh, they have fun, they're grateful for everything. Like, I still remember the first day I met one woman who was visually impaired. She was completely blind. She said to me, hi, my name's Christina, but they call me Trouble. And I said, oh yeah, why do they call you Trouble? And she goes, oh, you'll see why. And she started cracking up, and everyone around her started cracking up, and she was talking about how she makes mistakes, and like, she does things, she'll spill paint when we're doing like visual and audio learning, but she laughs it off. She has a good time. They thank me for everything, helping them with preparing lunch, everything. They're grateful. So I'm saying, like, remember that every day is a new day. It's not same shit, different day. Today's Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's sunny out. I'm happy for the sun. Tomorrow, Thursday comes, maybe it's raining. I'm happy it's raining because that's a new day. God gave me something new. Each day you wake up new, you wake up original, you wake up completely unique. You have the chance to do something new. Each day is an opportunity. And if you're not thinking like that, then you're not going to be able to get to where you want to get. You're going to stay stuck in the mud. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's not same shit, different day. Same shit, different day means you're going through the motions. And you're not giving yourself the chance to experience something new and be somewhere where you want to be. Like, really, like, you want to get after your dreams if you want to be successful. Which brings me to my very next point, is do something for someone else. In this world, you always have to make time for giving back to someone. Like, you always want to, I use the example for Mother's Day. Like, the guy asked me, when was the last time you did something for your mother? I said, I don't know, maybe got her a card on Mother's Day or something like that. Like, I remember I sent that card to her. I sent it to her in the mail. Why Mother's Day? Mother's Day is once a year. She's your mother every day. Do something nice for her because you love her and because you appreciate her. And if you don't have your mother, you have your sister or your brother. You do something nice for them, or your father. And if you don't have them, and things are really challenging in your life, then you get your mind off things. You get your mind off worry, and you get your mind off sadness by doing something for someone else. You have a friend who can't afford to buy a meal that day. You go out and you buy a meal for them. You help them out. You give them food, or even donate to charity. Get rid of old clothes. Get rid of things you don't need. Give to someone. That is one of the most critical and crucial ways. I emphasize that so importantly. When you're doing something for someone else, it creates a new stream of consciousness. You're thinking about them. You're not thinking about yourself, and it becomes the realest thing in the world. Immediately, every one of your concerns, every one of your worries, it begins to diminish and fade away, and it gets replaced with something greater. It gets replaced with pride and feelings of like empathy and feelings of love, and Martin Luther King Jr. said it perfectly himself. He said, we must learn to live together as brothers, or we will perish as fools. I thought that was amazing. Absolutely respect the people around you. Here's this guy is talking to me. We don't know each other on a personal level, but the power of respect is never to disrespect. I'm happy he said hi to me. I'm happy he would be willing to come up to me and speak to me. It was amazing, and I was like, sure, I'm happy to talk about you. I saw the signs. God brought you here for a reason. I felt weightless. There was wind beneath my wings. I was like, Jesus, like, this guy's taking the time out of my day to speak to me. I'm going to take the time out of my day to speak to him, because someone new might have something to offer you that you didn't know before. And that's a very powerful thing right there. Which brings me to step number 5. Like, after you're being successful, after you've given back, after you've looked at things from a different perspective, you want to make sure that if you have money, you spend it. Not just on other people, but on yourself. Take your girlfriend out to eat, maybe go to the movies, buy a movie for your friend, or even for yourself. I mean, go shopping. A little retail therapy never hurt anyone. Like, you don't want to just hold on to everything you got, because that's kind of like not necessarily a selfish mindset, but it has you thinking in a way that you need to keep every little thing you have, which is an obsession. And you don't need obsessions in your life when you're trying to be somewhere. You want to find times to enjoy the little things. Like, you want to be able to, like, go and do the things you want to do. Then you got to spend a little bit of money. Plus, the other thing is, if you're holding on to it all, you never know when it'll all be over. Like, it could be over tomorrow, and where's that money going? You got to think like that. You got to remember that, like, when you have that, it's a gift. You earned it. You worked for it. Make time to go out there and spend it, and appreciate the things you got. So I'm here to tell you, like, you got to enjoy each and every moment like it's your last. Cherish it. Value it. Like, you got to get to a point where you're like, I'm going to win everything. And, like, I got the pedal to the metal with my nose to the grindstone. I'm not going to stop, because this makes me happy. This is what makes me happy. And remember, most of all, keep smiling. Keep a positive mindset. You don't want to counteract any. You don't want to be dealing with negative thoughts in your own life when you're trying to get somewhere. Just stay motivated. Stay driven. Keep smiling. Keep your head up. It was good talking to everyone. Stay tuned for more videos in the future. Thank you.